Want a soar? Get a mentor. Hey, this is Nina Carmichael. We make these videos because you know you're the most ambitious person in your circle. But you know you're capable of more, and you get that push by surrounding yourself with the best. So today, let's learn from one of the best, my husband Evan Carmichael, and how to stop playing small and go for the big wins. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Stop hiding.
The reason why you are not further ahead is you have told yourself that you are not capable of it. That's it. And you'll come up with really smart reasons that are based in logic as to why you're not more successful. You are a genius. You are excellent. And so you'll come up with really smart genius reasons as to why you are not further ahead right now. But at the end of the day, you're just afraid and you don't think you're capable. That's what I want to change in you today. So I sat down yesterday with an entrepreneur who is an up-and-coming entrepreneur. He's had a job for a long time. He's now in his mid-50s, and he got let go from his job, and he interviewed for another job, and it didn't feel it was a quite fit, and he didn't get the job, but he doesn't want to go back and get another job. He wants to now go do his own thing. But there's that gnawing little voice in your head that says, who am I to do this? Who am I to be an entrepreneur? Who am I to bring value to others? Who am I to make money off this idea? Why not just go play it safe and get a job working with somebody else? And his one word was getting down to saying yes. Like, you have to say yes. And so this is where it's really important. When you know what you stand for, when you know what your core value is, whenever you see it, and then you see your life not aligned with it, you're gonna be unhappy. If you're unhappy, if you need more boldness, more motivation, more confidence, more courage, look to your most important core value. Look at what you stand for. Look at who you are. Because if your one word is all about saying yes to things, then you have to say yes. Right? You have to go off and do it, because otherwise you'll live your entire life in regret. So here he is, this entrepreneur who's now in his mid-50s, who's been let go from his job, who's now trying to start up his own career, his own thing, just got his first speaking gig, just getting started with his YouTube channel and podcast and building momentum. And that's what it's all about. He has all the skills, he has all the talents, he's been in this industry for decades, he knows what he's doing, and yet he's afraid. He's afraid that he's not good enough. He's afraid that it's not going to work out. He's afraid that people won't find his expertise, his knowledge valuable. And I think that's most people. I think everybody's a genius. I think you're a genius. I think you have Michael Jordan level talent, skills at something. You're just doing the wrong thing. And we're afraid. You're afraid to take action. You're afraid to do the thing. And so you'll live your entire life with regret, knowing that you are capable of more. You right now know you're capable of more. Even if your friends and family and the people around you say, wow, you're doing such a good job, you know you're capable of more, and you're not living up to your potential. That's most people. And why are you not living up to your potential? Because you're afraid of what that means. You're afraid of the obstacles you have to overcome. You're afraid of the difficulties that you have to go through. You're afraid of being judged. You're afraid of a failure happening and it being catastrophic and you not being able to recover. You're just afraid. And so we need to crush that. We need to crush that. We need to teach yourself that you do scary things. Also, if you want to have more self-confidence and self-belief, I've designed a special free training to help you get it, where every day for the next 254 days, I will send you a link to an unlisted video to your email to every day shift your confidence and self-belief forward. The science says it can take up to 254 days of consecutive action to make a habit stick. And I want you to get the habit of self-confidence and self-belief. The link to join absolutely for free is in the description below.
Find whatever the smallest first step is, and then the smallest next step is, and continue to build those steps. And when you look back, you'll have realized that you made some pretty significant progress. You can use rejection as fuel to help you go off and do something bigger, and motivation to, I'm going to prove them wrong. It's got to be your life's work. If you only had to write one book ever in your life, this is it, and it's got to be amazing.
Rule number 2, stop playing small.
There will be periods every single day that you have the opportunity to build your courage muscle. And what usually happens for most people is they have this opportunity in front of them that is scary, that they've never done before, that they're afraid of, and they'll justify it with a practical reason. You tell yourself you can't do it because of all this, and it'll make total sense to you, and you just shrink down. You constantly play the smaller game, the weaker game, instead of
being bold and believing in yourself and trying to go for it and take that action. And so how do you go from being afraid and being scared to actually having the courage to do it? Here's what I found really helps. This really helped for me multiple times, and I think it can help you. The first part is the awareness. So many people just play small by default. They don't even realize that they're playing small. It's just so ingrained in you that it just happens constantly, every day. You talk yourself down from things every single day, and it makes perfect logical sense. The reasons why you say you can't do something are rational. They make sense, and so you constantly do it. But when you catch yourself, it's usually not in the moment, it's like the next day or the next week, you catch yourself to say, you know what? Yesterday, I should have done that. I should have said yes. I was just too afraid. Why didn't I say yes? That self-awareness, that's the start. That is the start. If you can realize it, don't worry about it being a day later or 2 days later, a week later. If you can realize at any point that you played small the other day, that's the starting point. Because the next time it happens, you want to catch it again, and it's going to get a little closer. Instead of it being the next day, it'll be a couple hours. Next time it happens, it'll get a little bit closer. Next time it happens, it'll be as you're leaving that meeting. You realize almost instantly that, I did it again, I'm playing small. I'm justifying these things when I shouldn't be. I should bet on myself. I need to believe in myself. And then the magical moment happens. The magical moment happens when you have the opportunity sitting immediately in front of you and you have the decision to make. You catch it in the moment instead of the next day or the next week. You catch it as it's happening, where somebody asks you the question to say, do you want to do this? And in your head, you're thinking about all the reasons why you can't, and you catch yourself saying, this is it. This is what always happens. I'm about to play small again. And then developing the courage to say, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna say yes. And what really helped me is just thinking that I am tired of living with regret. Once you can catch it, once you have the self-awareness to catch that you're playing small consistently, I was tired of living with the regret of constantly playing smaller than I should. And when you're in that moment and you have to make that decision and you're afraid, it's okay to be afraid. It's not be fearless. You're gonna be afraid. It's feeling the fear, doing it anyway, because you don't want to live in regret for the rest of your life, looking back on this moment and saying, I played small again.
And rule number 3, the last one before our very special bonus clip, be consistent.
Lack of consistency is one of the biggest reasons why entrepreneurs fail. It's one of the biggest reasons. You're a genius, you have great ideas, you want to serve, you know you're capable of more, and you have these moments of inspiration and moments of boldness and moments of massive productivity and focus and clarity, but it's not consistent. And that's why most entrepreneurs will lose. Because you might crush it on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Monday, but then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you fall back down. Until the next Saturday when you're up and flying again. It's not enough. It's much more about what you do every day. You are what you consistently do. It's a huge problem for entrepreneurs, so let's fix it. Number 1, if you are a part-time entrepreneur, if you work for someone else, you're a part-time entrepreneur, you need to make sure that every single day you're working on your business. Every single day you have to work on your business, no matter what. Even if it's for 15 minutes at night, every single day you cannot let momentum die. Even just to show yourself that you can. Even if it's a crazy long day and your boss is yelling at you and you come home and your spouse is angry and your kids are sick, even then, you have to spend 15 minutes on your business, half an hour on your business, every single day. You cannot let the momentum die. Don't disappoint yourself. Number 2, if you're already full-time in your business, great. You need to have CEO time every day in your business. CEO time. Time where you spend being the CEO. What does that mean? It's different for different entrepreneurs, but when you're working on the business instead of in it, if you spend all time just working in the business, just putting out fires and never growing, guess what? You're never gonna grow. If you never have CEO time built into your business, you will never be a CEO. And so you need to make sure that every day you have CEO time built into your business. Again, maybe it's only half an hour, but in that half an hour, you're spending time growing your company, you're gonna start seeing results. And my last tip is I want you to start your morning
starting off powerfully. I want you to chart your start. I want you to have a morning routine that inspires you, that makes you feel bold. Most people, what do they do when they wake up? First thing they do is they hit the snooze button. What does that mean? It means last night you set a goal. I'm gonna wake up at a certain time, right? I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 7 a.m., 12, noon. I don't care what time you have to wake up. You set a goal, you're gonna wake up. And then the very first thing that you do, how you start your day, every day is you say, I am not gonna hit my goal today. That's how you start your day. That's how most of America starts their day. They say, I'm not gonna hit my goal today. How do you think you're gonna go off and have an amazing day and crush it and go hit your crazy big goals and ambitions that you have as an entrepreneur when you tell yourself and you reinforce it every morning that you are the kind of person who doesn't hit their goals? You gotta change that. You gotta wake up. Wake up when you say you're gonna wake up. Get out of bed when you say you're gonna get out of bed. That's step one. Then step two is, what is a morning routine that sets you up for success? Most people wake up like it's an accident. They wake up, you check your phone, you're responding to other people's emergencies and their agenda for your time. That's not how you need to start your day. Successful people, they own their morning. What does your morning look like? And we've all felt inspired and bold at some point. You felt it. You've been bold, you've been inspired at some point in your life. Great. Whatever that thing was that made you feel bold, unstoppable, inspired, put that into your morning routine. Maybe it's watching a video, maybe it's reading a book, maybe it's doing an act of kindness, maybe it's meditating, maybe it's prayer, whatever it is, with intention, because some of you have a morning routine already. I'm talking to you. You have a morning routine already, but you're not crushing it every day. You're not coming out of that morning routine feeling bold, inspired consistently. That's what we're talking about. Consistency here. Sometimes you just go through the motions of your morning routine. Sometimes you just pray, but you're not really connecting. Sometimes you just watch a video, but you're making your breakfast, you're brushing your teeth, and you're not paying attention. With intention, do your morning routine. You must come out of your morning routine every single day feeling bold, unstoppable, and confident. If you did that, if you woke up every day on time like you say you're going to, you're not gonna hit the snooze button, you get out of bed, and then you did the thing that made you feel bold, powerful, and unstoppable every single day, holy cow, I guarantee you your life 1 year from today will look dramatically different than where you are right now. Consistency is the game. You are what you consistently do, and I want to see you win.
Now I've got a very special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, it's time for the question of the day. I wanna know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week? When you get motivated, inspired, you have a 35% chance of following through. But when you get motivated, inspired, and you create a plan of action, you have a over 90% chance of following through. And when you share it with other people, it jumps to 95% chance. Your likelihood of following through. And so I want that to be you from this video. We don't just watch videos here, Believe Nation. We do something. We take action. So I want to know your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week. Leave it down in the comments below because I want to celebrate you.
I'm a big believer in altering your environment. I don't think, though, it has to be physical to start. So let me break down a couple ideas for you that I think will help. One, your physical surroundings of where you are right now, what's on your wall, what you watch, the YouTube videos that you consume, hopefully my channel, the books you read, all of that starts the process of changing what gets into your mindset. More important than the physical environment is this. It's what you're putting into here. And so you can start that from your home. You can start that from wherever you are. And I gain massive new belief in myself from the videos, from my own channel, from consuming the content from guys like Dan and Brendan Burchard and Tony Robbins and all these people every day in my head. It pulls me up. It makes me think bigger. It makes me feel like there's something more and injects myself with the belief. And so you can do that right now, immediately. Look at your habits, look at your routine, look at the people you talk to, look at the podcasts you're listening to and the videos you're watching, and is it part of a daily practice? It needs to be a daily practice that you're putting that into here to help you start playing a bigger game.
If you want to watch Evan's top 50 rules for success, check out the video next to me. I think you're gonna enjoy. I will see you there, guys. Believe.
Move on. You will never win doing work that you hate. But if you love it, and you move on to something else, you will look back on this day and regret it for the rest of your life.